Okay, hello. This time we're going to discuss about slope. And here we're going to determine the slope of a given graph or the slope of two ordered pairs. Okay? So slope is sometimes referred to as the rate of change. So once you encounter the word rate of change, it refers to slope. Okay? Slope is the measure of steepness. So let us say we have here a line. We have here different lines. A slope gives you the measure of the steepness of those lines. Okay? So we have four kinds of slope. We have here, if the line goes uphill, then the sign is positive, or it rises to the right. If the line goes downhill, or the line falls to the left, then the sign of the slope is negative. Okay? We have here, if the line is a horizontal, then the slope is 0. And if the line is a vertical line, then the slope is undefined. To sum it up, we have here, if the line rises to the right, then that is positive. If the line falls to the left, then that is negative. If the line is a horizontal line, the slope is always 0. And if the line is a vertical line, then the slope is undefined or no slope. Okay? Generally speaking, if the line is a vertical line, we always say undefined. Okay? So how are we going to calculate slope? So we have here, slope is being represented by letter M. Okay? Well, so slope here is the ratio of rise over run. Okay? So you're going to count the points, how much it rises, and it runs either to the left or to the right. Okay. The another formula, or this is the general formula for slope. We have M is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay? Let us try to find the slope. We use the first one, and where can we use the second one? Okay. So we have here, if we are given with this line, what do you think? It would be better for us to use slope is equal to rise over run. Okay? So how to find for the slope of this one? Okay? You're going to identify 2 points, the exact location of those points. We cannot use this point. Okay? Why? Because we cannot identify the exact value of this one. The exact value of x and exact value of y. Okay? So, in order to apply the formula rise over run, you're just going to count the steps of this point in going up. 1, 2. Okay? So that is 2. And then from this point, it runs to the right. By how many points? It is 1. So we have 2 rise and then 1 run. Applying the formula, rise over run, so you have 2 over 1, so the slope is equal to 2. Since the line rises to the right, therefore the sign of the slope is positive. Okay? We have here the next one. We're going to apply the first formula. So we're going to identify the exact location of 2 points. So we have here the first one and the second one. And then after that, we're going to count the rise over run. So you have there 1 rise, and it has how many run? 3 run. Applying the formula, you have rise divided by run, that is 1 over 3. But take a look, the direction of the line, it falls to the left. Therefore, the sign of the slope is negative. So the slope is negative 1/3. Okay? So we have here, again, we're going to identify 2 points. So we can use that one because it is on the exact location. Then we can use also that one. So you have how many rise from here to that point? So you have 1, 2. So 2 over, from that point to that is 1. So your slope is equal to 2. Since the line rises to the right, therefore the sign of the slope is positive. Always remember that if your denominator is 1, no need to write 1. Okay? The next one here. Let us try to identify 2 points here. So we have that and that one. So you're just going to count the rise, and that is 1, and run 1, 2, 3. That is 3. So slope is rise, that is 1, over run, which is 3. So take a look at the direction of the line. It falls to the left. Therefore, the sign of the slope is negative. Okay? So in this case, you can just apply the formula rise over run in order to identify for the slope. You can also use the second formula, but practically speaking, if you just have that one, it would be better for you to use rise over run. Okay? This time, let us discuss further this formula. M is equal to y over 2 minus y over 1 divided by x over 2 minus x over 1. Okay? So we have here, find the slope of the line through the points 3, 7, and 5, 19. If you are given with 2 points, it is advisable for you to use the second formula. Okay? Before applying the second formula, let us identify or let us name the ordered pairs. So 3 as x sub 1, and then 7 as y sub 1, 5 as x sub 2, and 19 as y sub 2. So you need to remember the formula for slope. You have y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And then after that, you're just going to substitute the values of those variables. So y sub 2 is equal to 19 minus y sub 1 equals 7 over x sub 2 is 5 minus x sub 1 is 3. And then perform the operation. 19 minus 7, that is equal to 12. Over 5 minus 3, that is 2. So 12 divided by 2, that is equal to 6. Therefore, the slope of the line is equal to positive 6. Okay? Can you follow? Let us have this one. Okay? Find the slope. So before applying the formula, m is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1, we need to identify your coordinates, not to be confused, in order not to be confused. You can name this as y sub 2, x sub 2 if you want, okay? But it would be better you have here as x sub 1 and then y sub 1. And we have here x sub 2 and then y sub 2. Okay? And then after that, we are now going to plug in. What is your y sub 2? That is negative 2. Minus your y sub 1 is equal to 4. Over your x sub 2 is negative 6. Minus your x sub 1 is 3. Okay. So, we have here negative 2 minus 4. Technique here is that negative 2 and then negative 4, that will now become negative 6. Okay? And we have here negative 6 minus 3, or you're just going to think negative 6 and then negative 3. So you're just going to combine it. You're just going to add it. And that is equal to negative 9. Okay? And then after that, since your slope is a fraction, let us see if we can still simplify it. So the common factor of 6 and 9 is 3. So 6 divided by 3, that is 2. And then 9 divided by 3, that is 3. Negative divided by negative, that is positive. Therefore, your slope is equal to 2 over 3. Okay? Can you follow? Okay? Let us have another one. This one. Given 5, negative 3, and negative 4, 2, find the slope of the line. So we are going to name those ordered pairs. Okay? So your 5 as x sub 1, and then your negative 3 as y sub 1. And then negative 4 as your x sub 2, and then 2 as your y sub 2. And then after that, we are going to apply this formula again, as what I have told you. You need to memorize this one. Okay? So we're now going to plug in the values of the variables. Y sub 2 is equal to 2. Minus your y sub 1 is negative 3. Okay, that is a sign of subtraction. Minus. And what is your y sub 1? It is negative 3. So to indicate that your y sub 1 is negative, you need to draw open and close parentheses. Okay? 2 minus your y sub 1 is negative 3. Over your x sub 2 is negative 4. Minus 5. Okay? Then after that, you have 2 negative times negative. So that will become positive 3. I just multiply it, but then actually it is the subtraction rule. Change the sign of the subtrahend, so that will become positive. And then this will become addition. So to cut it short, I am just going to multiply it. Negative times negative, that's why it is positive 3. Okay? And then you're just going to copy the denominator, negative 4 minus 5 is equal to 2 plus 3, that is equal to 5. Again, negative 4 minus 5. The sign of your 4 is negative, and we have here negative 5. Therefore, you're just going to add it. So, negative 4 plus negative 5, that is negative 9. Therefore, your slope is equal to negative 5 over 9. Okay? Can you follow? The next one. What if the numerator is 0 or the denominator is 0? What will be the outcome? What do you think will be your slope? Okay? Let us have this one. Given 0, negative 2, then 4, negative 2. Find the slope. So again, you have this, your formula. So let us name your coordinates. 0 as x sub 1, then that is y sub 1. We have here as your x sub 2, and we have here as your y sub 2. And then let us now apply this formula. Okay? So we have y sub 2 is negative 2 minus your y sub 1 is negative 2. So again, as what I have told you, you need to put open and close parentheses to signify that your y sub 1 is negative. Okay? All over your x sub 2 is 4 minus your x sub 1 is 0. Okay? So let us now simplify. Negative 2. Again, you're just going to multiply. Negative times negative, that will become positive 2 all over 4. What is negative 2 plus 2? That is 0 over 4. Okay. Now, take a look at this one. Where is the location of your 0? It is on the numerator, right? So if your 0 is on the numerator, then the final answer will be 0. Because 0 divided by 4, that is 0. Okay? So, if your numerator is 0, the slope will be 0. Okay, let us try to give another example. So we have, this will be 3, and this will be 3. Then this is 5, and this is 7. Okay, let us try. So this will be named as x sub 1. This will be y sub 1. This will be x sub 2. And this will be y sub 2. Okay? So let us now apply the formula. M is equal to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 all over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. What is your y sub 2? That is 7. And your y sub 1 is 5. Divided by your x sub 2 is 3 minus your x sub 1 is 3. Okay? Let us now subtract. 7 minus 5, that is 2. 3 minus 3, that is 0. Okay, this time, where is the location of your 0? It is on the denominator. Okay, if this will be the case, if your 0 is on the denominator, then your slope will be undefined. Okay? Can you see now the difference? Okay, again, let us emphasize the difference between the two examples. If your 0 is on the numerator, the outcome will be 0. So the slope is 0. But if your 0 is on the denominator, your slope will be undefined. Okay? Any question? Okay, thank you.